Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Yeshua, Yahweh Shai, by Yeshua, Kahakradash. Divine honor to my apostles and my elders that were well, and peace and blessings to my brothers out there that's kicking his word and sincere and truth. And peace and blessings to you sisters out there that are doing what you can for the brothers, whether it be being a humble wife or just letting a man be a man by being quiet. I wanted to come with a quick sit down, something that I've been thinking about. In times of turmoil, people in general tend to take their frustration out on people closest to them. Tension is high, and we understand that E is on a smear campaign. Prophecy is happening at an all-time high, and our personal lives are being challenged by demons. With that being said, it's important that we keep brotherly love at the forefront of our mind. Love is an obligation, not an emotion. We know that 1 John 5:3 says love is keeping the commandments. So we've been in this Western culture for so long that our whole concept of love is something that's very fickle and that could change, at a given time, man. It's very erratic, if you will. Conversely, our love is an obligation. See, when you say you love somebody, then you have to treat him according to the law, statute, and commandments. In time of turmoil or in time of stress, it's important that we are understanding that each person's under their own individual stress, and also we're respecting each other's ideas, man, and not being overbearing with ours. Now, this is Galatians 5:13. For, brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. And you look at that word devour, means to destroy. You see, there's a lot of different things that's circulating. So brothers are going to have opinions and things of that nature about certain scenarios and certain problems. A lot of times it's just important to just listen to a brother's perspective, man. Listen to a brother's perspective, and not being overbearing with your opinion, because it's just an opinion. What I'm alluding to, certain articles and certain and things of that nature, or the next step he is going to take. You know what I'm saying? A scenario in a brotherhood about a particular brother, or an idea that a brother might have for the camp that he thinks would be advantageous. You see, it's important that we're respecting the brother, right? And at the same time, we're not beating brothers over the head with our opinion. We don't want to do that, because you become overbearing, right? To the point that it's not fruitful, right? We've seen a lot of people throughout the years fall out of the truth behind a very vain opinion, right? And that vain opinion really this manifests the fact that these individuals that fell out behind that a weak argument or a weak perspective was self-willed. You see, case in point, look at the whole the earth is flat doctrine that swept people out. But really it just shows that you got guys out there that was being self-willed, and in his truth, in his body, we have to remember that everybody has different perspectives and different ideas, man. You see, and if that idea is not agreed upon in the camp, let it go, man. Let it go. You see, and also Two, sometimes when a brother is conveying an opinion, sometimes it's good just to say con. That's what I'm learning that more and more. Okay? Because you don't want to make that brother feel like, you know, you're undermining his opinion, especially as a brother that's been taught in this thing and he doesn't speak often, right? You don't want to make that brother feel like you're undermining what he says. And you might not even be doing that. You might be giving a different perspective about a situation, just for brothers, to have that overall perspective, but timing is everything. Brother my camp says that very often. There's Sirach 3 verse 21. Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither consider the things that are above thy strength, but what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than man understand. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and 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 an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. You worried about the wrong things. Sometimes you can worry about a brother too much and what he's doing, or lack thereof, right? The only person that you can control in his truth ultimately is yourself. So when you're putting yourself under subjection and you are constantly refining yourself, you are better for the body. So other people's actions per se shouldn't be the focal point of your ministry. Your ministry shouldn't be to get on somebody or to reprimand somebody, man. That's the solely purpose why you're here. Now you're gonna have certain brothers that are put in situations to where, you know, they are, the liver of the camp, but you don't want to be overbearing, because again, that's pushing your agenda. That's pushing your opinion. If a brother has been already spoken to and you've already reported, right? A lot of times you have to let the Lord work. Sometimes by not pushing so hard on a brother, you're letting that brother grow. Okay? Sirach 11, verse 8. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt man in the midst of their talk. You see that? So a lot of times, man, listening is key. It's very key. Sometimes you get caught up in your opinion and you're not really listening. And listening sometimes it embodies more than just, verbal. It can be nonverbal. You can make somebody feel uncomfortable with your actions. They might not say it necessarily directly or even, at all. But physically speaking, you can see that person is disturbed by your actions. So you, as a man of the Lord, you have to discern when to talk and when to be quiet. You see? And also it's important, again, sometimes when the brother is speaking, sometimes a con is suffice, right? Because he's trying to convey something to the brotherhood, man. Okay? Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. That's right. So you in everybody's business, guess what? You're not going to be innocent, man. The only person that you can control in this walk of ours is yourself. So that's what you have to focus on. That's why the scriptures say to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You see, and in doing so, guess what? You're going to be a better brother. But tearing the brother down, you know what I'm saying, jumping down the brother's throat, what is that going to do? No, who wants to be around that? Nobody. You're going to end up being by yourself. Okay? And also, in this truth of wars, brothers are going to convey opinions, Sometimes you don't have to eat that opinion. Sometimes you have to let things flow off your back. You see? You might feel like a brother is doing too much or this, and that. You don't have to weigh in on that opinion. You see? By you doing so, guess what? You might hear something you don't like, and that might upset you. Maybe it's a brother that rubbed you the wrong way, or zealous or hyper in the spirit, you know, and very forthcoming. That could get on the brother's nerves. That's laid back. You see, sometimes it's just good to do what? Let the brother have it. Take a break from group chats. Not say nothing at all. Do you think the brother's being malicious? You see, if the answer is no, sometimes it's just cool to let brothers just have it, man. You see? Now this is Ecclesiastes 7, verse 21. Also take no heed unto all words that are spoken, lest thou hear thy servants curse thee. You see that? And we're all servants of one another. So we don't have to take heed to every words that somebody says, man. So, hey, brother might have a bad day, and he might snap at you. He's snapping at you. Don't take offense to that, man. The brother's just having a bad day. Do you think the brother hates you? Do you think he's just hating on you? Nah, he's a human being. And your personality might just get on his damn nerves that day. But it's all good, because guess what? Verse 22. For oftentimes also thy own heart knoweth that thou thyself likewise hast cursed others. You see? So don't be in that spirit of you can dish it, but you can't take it. You can rub somebody the wrong way, but you can't be rubbed the wrong way. That's going to happen. That's why we have to do what? Be long suffering in this thing, boys, man. Okay? Sirach 4, verse 29. Be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss. Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. Which is another point I wanted to make. As we're going through these tough times, right? We don't need to be frantic in front of these younger brothers. Acting like a chicken with his head cut off, man. Be cool, calm, and collective, and control your spirit. You see? Control your spirit. Yes, things are getting hot in the spirit, but you need to exemplify somebody who has faith in Yahweh Shemel Shah. You see? If you're a brother that's been touring this thing for a while. And that takes what? Again, going back full circle, what we're talking about. Controlling yourself. Okay? Most High Witness edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Shemel Shah, by Shem Kakadash. Their minds to my apostles and elders that be well. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word, sincerity, and truth. Shalom.